break barriers to deliver news beyond limits, giving you the biggest and the most talk about news of people young. Good day, Philippines. Good day, people of Easternians. I am Micaela De Lauyan, and this is the CEC News. Now let's explore the minds that shape our world. Today we're delving the legacy of Edward Thorndike, a pioneering psychologist whose work revolutionized our understanding of learning. Now we have Joy Villanova standing by to cover about Edward Thorndike. Joy?
Hi Mika, I am here. So here's the life facts about Edward Lee Thorndike. He's born on August 31, 1874, and he was an American psychologist who spent nearly his entire career at Teacher College, Columbia University. And that's all. Back to you, Mikay.
Yeah, that's right. Thorndike, also known as the father of educational psychology, made a groundbreaking contributions to influence how we teach and how we learn today. Now let's have Maria Angela Mendoza and Rodel Mancha to cover up the achievements of Edward Thorndike. But let's have first Rodel Mancha. Rodel Mancha?
I'm here. One of the Thorndike's most notable contributions was the law of effect, which states the behaviors followed by satisfying consequences are the more likely to be repeated, while behaviors followed by unpleasant consequences are less likely to be repeated. This principle derived from his experiments with cats and puzzle boxes became a constant cornerstones of behaviorism and influenced later theories of operant conditioning by BF.
Yes, Michaela, I'm here. So one of the achievements of Edward Thorndike is a pioneered animal lab study. So Thorndike's famous puzzle box experiments with cats demonstrated that learning occurs gradually through trial and error, not sudden insight. So this research laid the groundwork for modern behavioral psychology. Michaela, back to you.
Let's have Maria Angela Mendoza to adopt.
Another one is recognition and legacy. Thorndike's contributions to psychology were widely recognized during his lifetime. He was elected president of the American Psychological Association in 1912 and was one of the first psychologists admitted to the National Academy of Science in 1917. Back to you, Michaela.
As we are done knowing the achievements of Edward Thorndike, let's have his accomplishments. Crystal Casicas and Crystal Bordeos, please report.
Yes, Michaela, I'm here. So, Thorndike is well known for his contribution and experiments on animals supporting the law and effects. He was elected to the American Philosophical Society in 1932 and the American Academy of Art and Science in 1934. And that same year, Thorndike was elected to the Philippine Association for the Advancement of Science. Through his contribution to the behavioral psychological field came his major to the impact of education. Back to you, Michaela.
Yes, thank you, Crystal. Now here's Crystalline to add some more.
I'm here, Michaela. Thorndike was first to apply psychological principles to the area of learning. His research led to many theories and laws of learning. His theory of learning, especially the law of effect, is most considered to be his greatest accomplishment. Thorndike also was elected president of the American Psychologists Association in 1912 and was one of the first psychologists admitted to the National Academy of Science in 1917. Back to you.
Now we don't want to take any longer to learn about his theory connectionism. Here is Liza May Alcantara and Charmaine Arevalo to report.
I am here, Michaela. Edward Thorndike's connectionism theory is built on the foundation that learning is the result of association forming between stimuli and responses. These association or habits become strengthened or weakened by the nature and frequency of the stimuli responses, pairings, form, and he came up with the three laws for this. This is the law of effect, law of exercise, and law of readiness. Back to you, Michaela.
Yes, thank you, Liza. Now let's have Charmaine standing by to report. Charmaine?
Okay, thank you for that, Michaela. And now, Edward Thorndike's experiments with animals in his puzzle box led him to develop a theory of learning called connectionism. And Edward found that the animals in his studies learned how to use the puzzle box through trial and error. And he believed the learning process changed the connections between neurons in the animals' brains. But only certain brains connections changed, and the ones that led the animals to solve the puzzle box, and that gets a reward. And he usually rewarded the cat with a fish. That's all. Thank you.
So much learning for today. So there you have it. We know that Edward Thorndike, a mind that changed the way we learn, he was a true pioneer, and his legacy is still shaping the way we approach education today. So that's all for today. I hope you learned something from us. Once again, this is Micaela De La Uyan, and this is the CEC News.